Good morning, everybody, no matter what time you're tuning in. And welcome to Listen to This. The collaboration already starts. Someone wrote me after our kind of launch yesterday and said, I was so uplifted at the idea of taking part in something that was positive in a community of like a safe zone where we could share thoughts for complex times. And I think you should call it the Uplift. So I don't care what we call it. I just want you to take the ideas that we all discuss here and spread them out into the world that you live in, because that's not the world where I have reached for, or someone else on this call might have reached for. And by the way, thank you, my farthest fan, Queensland, Australia. Wow, I was so touched by that. So here's Sunday. This is our final episode of the weekend. And what do we want to think about on Sundays? To me, I want to pose this question, and I would love for you to all comment. The more comments that we can get, the more interplay we can have, the more this becomes ours and not just mine and not just one way. And the more ideas we get to conceptualize and digest and think about and replicate in the outside world. So, how do you feel about Sunday? They say you can tell about a lot about your life, how you feel on the Sunday night before you start your work week. Uh, I would like to give you two personal tips that I learned from great speakers in the world. And one of them was to be grateful for every day, because there's a lot of people that will not wake up on Monday. There's a lot of people struggling with hardships, whose children are sick, who they themselves are sick. And we are very fortunate to kind of take tomorrow for granted. So I don't want us to do that. And the first step that I learned from someone is when you wake up tomorrow morning, here's what I want you to do. Vow, make a pledge. I want you to roll your legs around the corner of your bed. And when you first step out with your left foot, I want you to say thank. With your right foot, I want you to say you. Thank you to whoever is responsible for us being here, whatever your belief system is or is not. Let's bring some gratitude into our Monday morning. That for me launches your mindset to a whole different place, starts your day in a whole different place. And the other thing I want to talk about very briefly are the words that we use. I know, personally speaking, sometimes when someone comes up to me and I kind of read their body language or I'm reading their vibe, and they say, hey, how you doing? Happy Monday. And I kind of get this feeling from them. My first thing is to mimic them and go, ugh, I know it's Monday. And I want to change that. I know someone that watches and has been a huge supporter of me throughout the years, and she's my friend Doris. And Doris was the very first person on this planet that I ever witnessed. I would say, hey, Dor, how are you? And her response was always, I'm excellent. I have a couple other friends that I've been drawn throughout the years that followed that replicate that kind of contagion of optimism. Because when Doris said that, or when my friend Jean says, I'm fantastic, I look inward and say, why aren't I? Why can't I be? And that's what I kind of want to leave us with on this Sunday. As we approach Monday, as we approach the work week, as we approach a time that we can make things different, what will your answer be when someone says at the water cooler tomorrow, hey, how was your weekend? How you doing? Happy Monday. I want your answer to be, I'm amazing. I follow someone on YouTube. Her name is Luna, and she starts every broadcast of hers with scenery that she's looking out into the world. And she takes her phone and she turns it away from her own self and focuses on what she's looking at, what she's lucky enough to wake up to in the morning. She happens to live in the UK. And she'll say, look at this sunset. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. And every time I hear her say that, I'm at once jealous and I'm inspired. I want you to be inspired. I want you to replicate the feeling I just posed to you tomorrow when you go back out into the world from your safe weekend space. I want you to pass that feeling on to someone. I want you to pass these thoughts on to someone, because that's how you shift things and change things and level up your life and your perspective to something that's positive and shifted and better. So take those thoughts with you. I'm going to leave you with quote of the day, which has to do with everything that I just discussed. Ready? The words you speak become the house you live in. I want all of our houses to be hopeful and positive. Pay attention to the words you speak tomorrow and start the day with gratitude by saying thank you. They say that seeing is believing. I want us to live the next couple of days until we meet again as seeing and saying is believing. Change your speak, change your attitude, change the world. Thank you for coming on the ride today. I hope you stay for the journey, and I will see you on Friday, because we're going to be having cocktails and conversations. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Join me. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share with someone that needs to hear this. I'll see you later in the week. Have a fabulous experience.